Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Couple Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Yes, hello, welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the O's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes. Bank holiday Monday, might I say. Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and as always, I'm joined by my colonial co-hosts and collaborators, as Sinatra says.
Yo.
And Peter the Dub is Polydub.
Yellow.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Who do you voodoo, bitch? Anyone remember that song?
No.
No, it was from a game called Dead Island. It's a zombie game where you could kick. It was a first-person zombie game that wasn't Left 4 Dead. With character building. Well, not, like an RPG element. Alright, I enjoyed the game, alright? Or rather, I liked the first level, and then they started fucking sprinting at me, and it was just too much zombie for one person to handle.
You mean like Dying Light?
When I'm playing with other people, yeah, I played it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got it. That's one of those games where it's better with people, isn't it? I played it with Delta as well, and he was throwing fucking firebombs at me until I got into a fucking ruined bus. Get in the bus, Drunken! No!
He's very persuasive.
With his firebombs, yes, certainly. He's not the kind of cocktail I like, Molotov or otherwise. Polly, how you doing, bud?
Doing all right.
All right. I mean, it wasn't an accusation or anything. This isn't a court of law. Or is
It's
it?
not.
No, well, not yet. Anyway, I'm waiting for my license to come through the post. And, the Royal Mail being what it is, we're going to be waiting a while now. Do you have a good weekend, mate?
No.
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 Okay. How you doing, Sin?
Oh, not too bad.
How was your weekend, mother? Motherfucker. I was going to say, mother? I called you mother. Oh, God, I'm that kid in the class who called the teacher mum and everyone makes fun of her. Oh, good God. 5 years online, I've never called anyone mum before. Oh, God.
No one would have even noticed you didn't say anything. I don't know why. It just would have sounded like you flubbed motherfucker. What's the problem? Why'd you
I did.
No, you didn't. You called it out and pointed it out and then put a neon sign around it. What the hell?
I'm trying to own it, Polly. I'm trying to own it. I'm like, it was a cross between mate and motherfucker, and it just came out mother. All right, like you've been there. How are you, buddy? Or how are you, dude? And instead you say, how are you, bood?
What I usually get stuck in is forgetting someone's name. So it's like, hey, it's that guy. It's
What up, guy? How you doing, man?
yeah.
The best way around that is actually to go, how is it you spell your name? That one till they go,
What if your name's Bob?
yeah, they go, oh, just the usual way.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
That's
come up with
good.
a
That'll
nickname
work
for
on
him.
most people.
Yeah. You come up with a nickname for them, otherwise, or just call them Bood, like a regular human being. So Sinatra, how was your weekend, my good friend?
Pretty good.
Mother friender.
It was a good weekend. We did the thing, then we did the other thing. This weekend we're doing the yard work thing. I'm not looking forward to it.
I feel as though you're always doing yard work.
Oh, we're doing a big overhaul. What the fuck? Where is that coming from? Sorry.
I can hear that.
We're doing a big overhaul on everything in the backyard. We're rototilling. We're putting the dirt down. I'm getting one of those tampers, Paul. You know what I'm talking about? Those metal things that add on the end of a sticker.
Yeah.
The what? Sorry, Polly. What was that? Is that the noise
That's
they
the
make?
noise it makes when it tamps. Yeah.
I see. With a name like a tamper, you'd think it would go tamp, 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 tamp.
Oh no. It's gas powered.
Like
Oh,
a
no, we're not
Gatling
getting the
gun.
gas powered one. We're getting the weight on a stick. We're poor over here, right?
Oh, okay, fine. Why don't you just go down to the Home Depot and rent the gas powered one?
I thought about it, but then I thought, I could probably use this for other shit too. So I might just buy the cheap one.
Okay.
But I do have to go to Home Depot to rent a rototiller, so I mean, I'm going to be there anyway.
Well, you just kind of undermined your own point, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yeah,
Did
but
you?
the tampers are like $50. The rototillers are like $500.
Does that go till?
Do you need a rototiller?
Yes, they do.
No, it goes tilly.
Well, a
It's
tilly, yeah.
different.
Well, no, it's not a tillier. It's a tiller. So it's like you remember this? A Gatling gun goes gattle. That's why it's called a Gatling gun.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the designer at all.
No,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
No. What kind of timeline?
So I put a picture up on Twitter last night, right? Okay, I came across this image, and I thought, I like this image.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess with it in Photoshop, so it meets like
So
sort of my
I like
standards.
this image so much, I'm going to ruin it.
No, I see potential in this image.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying, right?
I do. Yeah.
So I'm gonna apply a little, and Inquisitor keeps telling me, he's like, no, what you're doing is called graphic art, and I'm like, no, I'm not an artist. He goes, no, trust me, I went to art school. This is called graphic art. I'm like, well, whatever, man. So I ended up doing what I did with it. I finished it. I called it this piece Tuesday, and I put it up on Twitter. Man, I've gotten a lot of DMs of people going, "Are you okay?"
And I knew exactly what you were doing.
They're like,
But I'm
do you need a hug? And I'm like,
Where
It's
are we,
called
John boy? If I had to
Tuesday.
guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'. Well, I mean, look, I'll get to that donation in a second, because the first thing I'm doing is looking up this fuck. Oh, yeah, are you okay, Polly? I mean, you did a cool, like, Schindler's List thing there with the black and white, but the only colour being, you know, the drinky goodness that is the booze.
golden bourbon. Yeah, I cut his hand out, and then defocused the Gaussian blurred everything in the background. He has massive hairy knuckles, which I got rid of because I don't. Because the idea is that's me, because it vaguely resembles me, that picture, and especially the position he's in. Yeah, and I'm like, I love this because this is like SOP. You know, so it's like, so I called it Tuesday, like meaning like any given day of the week, you know, and people are like, are you feeling bad? Did something happen? And I'm like, yeah, I was born. Like, I don't understand. What is it like? Is this the first time people
Probably your response really didn't help either. Like, you were...
Well, yeah, it's not that I don't appreciate the sentiments that people are offering. I certainly do, but it's like, yeah, I was just surprised. I thought people would take it as yep. That's probably all right.
I don't mind the fact that it's called Tuesday and you posted it on a Sunday. Like, are you?
You got a hug offer from Nurse Khaleesi, and that's awesome because she is incredibly sexy.
Oh, is she really?
Really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was one of the most recent things, and I saw
Hold your fire!
Oh.
This man isn't black! What?
Hello to 3 of my favorite fuckers. These next couple weeks are gonna be a motherfucker or just mother, as Drunken puts
fuck
it.
off.
We are about to move again, can't say where or exactly when. Updates later.
Can't say when. Can't say when. Thank you, Donkey Punch Bandit, for the $10. That is that's our army boy, isn't it? That's our resident soldier.
Indeed.
my nurses don't look like this.
I know.
That's because you've got psychiatric nurses for the fucking photos you upload to Twitter, you fucking wrong'un. Thank you, Donkey Punch, for the $10. I hope it all goes well for you, mate. But the best thing about being in the army is you've not really got a lot of luggage, so packing to go isn't really going to take all that long. But still, all the best, mate. And thank you very much for the 10. Doc threw $5 saying, "But what sound does a drunkle make?" Glug, 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 glug. Yes, and the obligatory at the end of it. It's called purging yourself. It's responsible. Look it up. Thank you, Doc, for the $5. So everything.
Yeah. In response to that picture, she asked, ellipsis, need a hug? And I just responded after seeing her, yes.
Well, let's see now. I want to fucking have a look. I've already shut it down, but I mean, with a name like Nurse Khaleesi as well. I mean, that's
she is.
That's a cartoon. Oh, there's a video. Oh, all right, okay. Yeah, no, I'll go for that. What porn star does that remind me of? All of them thrown into one. The ultimate porn star. So, I mean, besides all of that then, Polly, you had a productive weekend. You did a bit of the old graphic art. You got offered a hug from a sexy nurse.
And what's wrong with that?
Right? I mean, we only get NHS nurses over here. It's not the type you want to hug, do you know what I mean?
Zombie Taste, just saw what you posted on Twitter. Who hurt you? I like to call it humanity.
It's things like that, Polly.
There's nothing wrong with a little misanthropic Monday.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, Prince should have wrote the song a little bit better. It's not manic. It's a misanthropic Monday.
Wish it was gun day.
Yeah, see? Can update
That's
it.
my fun day. That's actually the lyrics. I didn't add anything to it. I'm a sucker for the alliterative titles.
You could have left out for the alliterative titles off of that.
I'm just a sucker. All right, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Donkey Punch and Doc, for the generous donations. You can give us your hard-earned spondoolies by going to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says livestreams, and streamlabs.com/polydublive. All the links are down there in the description, and you've got a veritable smorgasbord, a menu, if you will, of different notifications that you're going to get. I got a new one today. Evil One, living up to his namesake, said, you should have this. It beats Turkey Slurpee and Wormy Slurpee hands down. So it is up there for $16, and good lord, it is very, very bad. When he says it beats Turkey Slurpee and Wormy Slurpee, he didn't mean in a good way. He meant in a very, very bad way, because apparently now we're competing for the most disgusting donation notification.
That's what I was about to say. Is that what we're doing now? Do I need the top whale explosion? Because if we want to play this game, I'll play this game.
I think you're soundly in the lead with that whale explosion.
Oh, you don't know. That was me restraining myself. You want me to go next level?
You're the only one
vomit.
with somebody with a comma of tonnage rotting flesh in a donation. Like, you're the only one that does it. That's yours and yours alone, and I suggest you keep it that way.
Yeah, you've got the monopoly on rotting flesh. That's all yours. any rotten flesh from now on is his copyright.
Mine is somebody eating a worm, dude. Fucking, you're winning, all right?
I don't know, man, because the whale, like, popping, it's natural, isn't it? That's because they do that. They get all bloated and they pop, you know, whereas people aren't. People ain't meant to eat worms.
Whoa.
That's the one. Thank you, Carcass, for the 60. I'm going to play it again. This is Evil One suggested this, and no, I'm not just a sucker for an alliterative title, but also a suggestion. Here we go again.
You know how many times I have to say go paperless.
Let's see this.
Shit that comes out of her face!
No! God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Fuck.
No!
Oh, but it's not over.
Oh no, there's more. There we go. Doc, thank you for the $30. Did someone say whale? Also, please top this dono. It'll be my new favorite. Also, please top this dono. It'll be my new favorite. Yeah, okay, I'll see if I can come up with something better. I don't know, man. There's 3 different squishy noises plus an explosion when that whale pops. I put some work into it.
Came from his library of squishy noises. He already had those saved.
Drunkle, I respect that, and I get it. I think the Wormy Slurpee's worse.
Oh yeah, Big Dro, the whale's fine. They just pushed it back in and it swam away.
Of course,
Yeah.
Nautical surgery. I mean, it's not the donation itself that gets me, it's the way that everyone else's reaction is like, my God, but yours is to giggle like a schoolgirl.
Well, you know why I find it so funny is this happening out at sea. What are the odds? Like, I can understand a beached whale because it's tough to miss. You're walking along the beach. Person on a blanket, stupid kid running. Oh, look, huge mammal. Like,
Whale,
you know, it's difficult to miss. And then when it's laying there in the sun, baking, then all of a sudden, guts. Like, what are the odds of coming along a floating whale while you're out at sea?
I mean, all whales float.
I had a talk with
Yeah,
Far
float dead.
yesterday.
Yeah, she told me. She's like, really? This is the stuff he's going to DM me about?
Where are we, John
She's
boy?
the
If
only
I
one.
had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'. Oh, we got another straight away.
She's the only.
Oh, okay. Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
What does she call herself? A Christianologist or whatever?
Oh no! Of all the things to be a fucking expert. Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'. Darn fucking tootin'. Of all the things to be passionate about, Chris Chan is not it, Far, if you're out there.
Why?
I mean, it's just like, study something that's a little better for your mental health.
Well, it's not exactly passion as it is difficult to describe fixation, where it's like the accident you can't look away from is her description.
Rubbernecking Chris Chan's entire life.
Yeah.
A car crash on the
And she can tell you about
freeway of life.
the people, the eras. There's the Liquid Chris era and it just goes on.
The shirt he was wearing in that one particular video.
Yeah, exactly how many Sonichu medallions there were. There's like the first Sonichu medallion. That was the one that went up his ass. There's the second one. Who did he mail that to?
Was that? It was Blue Spike made him do that? Was that the name?
I think so. Yeah, Blue Spike was evil.
Oh yeah.
God. Blue Spike was it went so far that other trolls were like, "Do you realize what you just did? Do you know what I mean? Like, explain the detail of like you just pretended to be an underage, etc., etc. Like it, and you are. This is like no, yeah. Blue Spike was evil.
But then it turned out Chris Chan wasn't all that fucking better either, was it? Like,
Wait a minute, I thought you were the one who didn't ever want to talk about Chris Chan. What are you doing?
No, we didn't want to talk about that bit in particular. The bit where I tried to say motherfucker earlier on, and it's in the most literal form with that one. But we're not talking about that aspect of Chris Chan. There is a fucking Chris Chan Wikipedia, which is, guys, if you've never read it is quite the read. Yeah. And it's all split up into, like, it goes to his, Sonichu, his love quest, when he would stand outside of it. Was it his college or something? With a sign saying, if you're interested in me, come and talk to me. And he would just stand there
he put up the signs with the particulars of the boyfriend-free girl he was looking for.
Yeah. I remember there was a particular conversation about someone going, all right then, mate, let's have a shag. And he was like, oh, brilliant, okay, I'm going to eat a load of chocolate the day before so my cum tastes like chocolate. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Chris.
Why did I just hear that sentence?
I've retained some weird knowledge,
Remember, he subscribes to recycling, right? He's a recycler.
Is that what we call it? We call it recycling, do we? I call it being a disgusting fucking human being. There was a time when I felt sorry for him.
He actually subscribes to that theory that you only have so much, so you gotta, You
get a bucket and a half.
Are we talking about cum here, just so we're all...
Yes.
Anything to add?
You only get so much, so if you gotta,
There was a Louis C.K. bit that for some reason I have never been able to forget in my life. He was talking about his friend, and his friend was banging a younger girl, and his friend was like, I'm going to drink a lot of milk so I can cum a lot.
Okay.
And Louis just stopped. He's like, did he think that the body will just go, oh, that looks just like it. Send it right through. It'll be perfect. Now that just lives in my head rent free. Now I have to associate that with Christian.
Yeah. Well, as we all know, cum is actually just spinal fluid, which is where, you only get so much. There was a friend of mine in, I was quite the prude. I still am quite the prude unless I'm online, in which case, let's tell some fucking disgusting stories. But in school, there was one guy who would openly talk about wanking, and he swore rice pudding would make his spaff shoot across the room. So to an extent, your diet does affect what's going on, I suppose. Pineapples apparently make it taste pineapple-y? I don't know. Citrusy? Which is why I don't like being associated with a pineapple. Because, I'm not here to make your cum taste nice. Steve Day threw $1.99 saying, know what? Fuck it. Fuck all you lazy limp dick lepers. I am a sucker for alliteration. I'll tell you to smash the like button thrice weekly, and you still don't get it. Here's your crisp money, Drunksly, and fuck you, fuckers. Guys, I would do as Steve Dave says if I were you. I've seen him go mental on a poultry farm. It was just nothing but feathers and food flying everywhere. Again, a sucker for the alliteration. Thank you very much for the $1.99, Steve Dave, reminding everyone to smash that like button, because it is free, and it does help us out with the algorithm. Game the algorithm! Right, Polly?
Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah! Kenneth for the $5 says, what's a little rotting flesh among friends? Not a sentence I thought I'd hear. Okay. And now we're associating that with Christian.
I have never gotten comfortable with the idea of an aged steak. I'm not saying dislike or won't eat. I just comfortable with. What do you mean you left a piece of beef sitting somewhere for a month and charged me extra? I never quite... You know, I'm trying to get my head around the idea. I just sort of accept it without thinking about it too much because, you know, I just can't come to terms with it.
I've often thought about that as well, mate, because they don't... That's the kind of thing where you go, well, that is old meat. I don't want to eat that. But they actually turn it into a selling point. They put the spin on it, didn't they? No, this isn't old steak. This is 30-day aged steak.
Yeah, and it's aged in a particular place or whatever. Or you got to buy the particular bags to age it in, and it's... I'm going to choose to believe you, if you know what I mean, that this just isn't a regular room and a regular fucking Ziploc, if you know what I mean.
I am a sucker for...
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess,
I'll get the sentence out one day.
Are we going to die here? Darn fucking tootin'. Every time you speak, Sin. Every time.
Well, you should be grateful then. It's making you lots of money. I'm a sucker for the... And Polly, you probably have had this before. The dried Italian sausage, you know, like a fucking dime, just a length of it, and you have to chew on it for 5 minutes. That shit's amazing. But that's the same thing.
There really is no doubt.
And dry it.
Aged smoked meats that the Italians perfected. It's just that's everybody's made them. You know, the South Americans made them, the English made them, whatever. But it was perfected in Italy. It was.
Why do you think I've gotten better as I've gotten older?
Well, that's Shelley about that, show.
Let me see if I get this straight. You're claiming to age like a sausage?
Smoke.
Brand new sentences.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Brand new Oh, he aged like a sausage. Look at him. He's lovely. Fucking, what does that mean?
You know, I said something to Farah the other day, and her reaction got me to go say the same thing to other people just to gauge their reaction as well. Apparently, I'm off on like, I'm not on left field. I'm in the parking lot. Oh, yeah. Do it, Bob.
Yeah.
Go.
Get it.
Break it down.
Smoke that sausage. You're breaking it down for the Lord.
God damn.
Blackout 88.7. Oh, one more. Hold on. There it is.
Green Masons run the country.
Blackout 8879. I was just loading some 300 Blackout yesterday. Thank you for the 1050. Bossman gave everyone $100 cash for going out on a shit job, so I want to see Father dance. It's worth it, isn't it?
Father Dance sounds like one of those cool priests for a young people church, doesn't it?
Wait, when you care and you put the time in, it's so much fun to see the donations come up. I'm not going to lie. That one I worked so long on to time it. It begins with, Ice-T, let's do this, from Colors. And then it goes into Daz Dillinger's Sea Walk. So it's like a song to be, crip walking to. Right? And the hey that you hear, that is an all-ladies choir singing Ave Maria with a deep reverb on it. Played, echoed over and over again at the beginning of the beat. I just like talking about it because, man, I put a lot of work in on that one to have it come out just so, and it just love it.
Exactly what you mean. That's like, on Friday, I did put a lot of work into the Battle of the Boys, the 150 donation, and the fact that came up that day, I was like, oh, vindication, because I made it and I just kept watching it back. But the thing is, the more you watch it back, the more you go, oh, actually, I need to tweak that a little bit. And
of course.
And it's all the shit that no one else would notice.
Just abandoned them. Yeah.
I was just talking to Shelley about that because I'm working on a super secret project. And I was like, do you think people would notice if this is like 3 pixels off when you change it here? And she's like, I didn't even notice it. I'm like, yeah, but if you watch, she's like, yeah, you can point it out all day. I don't see it.
You're your own worst critic, though, aren't you?
Oh, dude, that exactly. Yesterday, I was doing the picture of the guy with his head on the table drinking, and I'm talking to Inquisitor, who's art school. He knows Photoshop extremely well, and I said I've never been able to get the color replace tool to do what I want. It's always been the most baffling thing inside of Photoshop for me. And I'm zoomed right the fucking getting rid of the hair on this guy's knuckles, and so I'm working on talking to him for about 20 minutes about it while we're just shooting the shit. And he goes, does it really make a difference? I said, we're really zoomed in, man. He goes, well, show me the whole picture. And I zoomed out, and he laughed at me for about 30 seconds straight because he's like, no one can see it. What the fuck? You were that zoomed.
I can see it, Quiz.
yeah. It's like, I know it's there, you bastard.
I've had dreams.
$5 a month.
Dan sounds like a try-hard youth pasted. I think I meant pastor. That got caught. I'm not reading the rest of that. Thank you very much.
Easy.
Thank you, Doc.
The ex-bishop, thank you for the $1. Polly, haven't you noticed that Drunkle is shrinking you again? Are you shrinking me again?
I'm not. I swear I'm not. I think this might actually because
Texas Bishop X says otherwise.
Well, don't listen to him, mate. What the fuck does he know?
Yeah, let me tell you something, Sin.
Oh God, what did I do?
No, it's nothing you did, but it's something that you'll understand.
I was about to get yelled at.
Am I in
So
trouble?
you're working away on something like right down to the pixels, and you ask somebody for their opinion, and like, does it even matter? Whatever, you know, that whole thing, right? I've been there, but like not just with visual stuff, with audio material as well. Okay. Now, I never claimed to be a musician. I'm not one. I'm absolutely not. I'd like to play an instrument, but I don't. Okay. But I have put together some original music as best I can. And there's this thing that I'm trying to do with Pinky. Now, as you know, as everybody knows, Pinky has a mellifluous voice.
She's got the.
I would even. It's smoky. It's a siren call, I dare say.
It's 30-day aged.
You're just drawn to it. You know, like if she was singing inside of a saloon, I would just find myself being pushed by the wind in that direction, that sort of thing.
Yeah, if she was singing on the edge of an island, I would dash my ship against the rocks, trying to get close to her.
Dash my ship against her rocks. There's a hell of a line. Well done, Drunkle. Well done.
All right. Is that
So
the
anyway,
Italian sausage?
Yeah, right. I age like a sausage on your dashed rock. So this metaphor is wretched beyond belief. Let me tell you. So in any case, right, I'm trying to put together this little musical piece. Sin, you know what it's like with Pinky, because she wants to hear the music and whatever. I put these lyrics together, and I'm talking to her about it with DMs, and then there's no piece of music that I could put together that's worthy. Is what I end up keep feeling like. There's nothing that's quite right. So I send her this sample, and she comes back, and she's like, I'm not really following what she's saying to me, and it's like because she's so many levels in music above me. You understand what I'm saying? That it's like, Are you telling me it's out of sync? Are you telling me you don't like it? Is it because I haven't slept in over 50 hours? What's the problem? By the way, I slept last night for the first time 50 hours. That's pretty much why I had a bad weekend. Last time I slept was Friday afternoon, up until last night. It was a long weekend. Anyway, it's annoying when you can't get fucking something straight. So I don't know. All these projects that you have with Pinky, man, it's rough. It's rough because you got to come up with a backing track that's worth it, and it's a fight, man. It's a fight.
And I try to pick out stuff for her that is like specifically suited for her type of voice. Mm-hmm. So I really kind of go for the bluesy Stevie Nicks acoustic Foo Fighters kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like acoustic.
Ooh, it's just
vocal
this
work.
Is based off of a Leonard Cohen thing. So I'm trying to stick with the original Leonard Cohen vibe, where if you heard that beat, you wouldn't think that Cohen himself, the lyrics, nor the girls that are singing in the chorus, the hook, would work. But it really does work. And I'm thinking that, and I was playing this over top of it. And anyway, we're just back and forth on it, and going back and listening to it, I'm like, I need to start over again. That's the end of the story. It's like, so where does this end, Polly? Did you fix it? No, I need to delete everything and start over again. It's like, and so, yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Drunkle? Where you just get to that point where it's just, it's just, I don't know.
From what I've learned, let's go back and do it all again.
Like,
and it turns out you've learned nothing.
She hit me up last week, and she was like, hey, I did this thing. I was like, you did the thing? She's like, I did the thing. And she made a song. I didn't ask for it. She just made it. And I was like, Pinky, this is better than the Foo Fighters one you just did. So, of course, I pay her out for each one, and I used it.
Sure.
It is
on Friday. We heard it.
One of the best.
We heard it.
No, after that one. It was the day after.
Oh, right.
And she's like, oh, I had a dream, and I just did it. And I was like, holy shit.
See,
So
there you go. That even makes it worse. I had a dream. Like, what is she, Prince? Like, she has
Martin
dreams and
Luther
comes
King.
up with these musical ideas. Like, she's on that level. Like, I don't know. This is why I need to start over again. I need to go hire some musicians to come up with some music. At this point, I feel like hitting her off with money just for the amount of her time I've wasted.
Pinky
Anyway.
said, I have a dream, Martin Luther swim. Hey? Hey? Yeah, maybe not. I've actually, she's working on something for me because she gave me, every now and again, she gives me a private gig over Discord, which is just excellent. Fantastic. And she takes requests as well. It's just bloody brilliant. And I asked her to work on a little something for me. She is working on it, so hopefully we should be jumping on the Comma Club song train at some point. But, Pinky, take as long as you need. Perfection cannot be rushed, my friend. Donkey Punch Bandit threw a $5 said, oh, please. We grow up watching Jackass, where people drink horse and pig cum. What? These donations pale in comparison. Are you sure that was Jackass? The Pingus
Yes.
threw $5 saying, have a beer on me. Speaking of the salmon. Spanking of the salmon. Thank you very much, Pinky. Zed for $2 says, I chose the wrong fucking episode to be snacking while listening. Nah, I think you're all right, mate. The Meta Guide for $5 says to self, don't bring up horse gum butter. Don't bring up horse gum butter. Damn it. Bring up the horse gum butter, Drunkle. And then gags. I did actually, I had a friend of mine had to come over back to Derby for a funeral. Someone in his family. Very sad, but it does mean that I got to see my friend, and then we, hooked up with a couple of other friends as well, because, we don't always get to see him. And I told the story of the horse cum butter, which of course is when we did the AAA Dungeons and Dragons, where we had killed a giant lobster. I was like, right, let's get some food off of it, and everyone's going, I'm not eating lobster without butter. Where are we going to get butter? I went, well, I got a horse. We can milk him. And I did milk him, but it turns out it was a boy horse. So we ended up with horse cum butter. And it did get utilised in the end. I lubed myself up with it so the monsters couldn't stick to my head. It worked. Thank you, Lamented Guy, for the 5. And Alan Thaler threw $2 super chat saying, hello, uncle. Hello, Alan. Are we all done with the Chris Chan, the Soda Chew, the different types of animal jism? And should we move on to some news? Let's move on to some news. AAAs, that is Polydub and Sinatra says, please take your gaze. No. All right, no.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Doc for $5 says it was definitely Jackass. Also, I've had to sweep fat tissue and brains out of my ambulance before. At least the whale is funny. Fucking hell, Doc. God damn, what do you, does that just go in a bin? Or do you, take a little bit home? Or do you get home and you'd be like, oh shit, I still got a bit of brain on my shoe. You've walked it into the carpet then. Father, I got a lot of questions.
Do that thing where you slide your foot across the grass.
Yeah. Oh, I can still smell it though. Is it on me? Check my shoes for brain. Thank you very much, Doc. AAA is Polly and Sinatra. If you will look over to Discord and people in the chat, I got your back as we get into, it's well past Gravedigger's Biscuits, as it used to be called, and so shall still be called. We'll get into the news. Start off with Babylon B. Musk's Twitter purchase fails after 138,000 board votes found overnight. This did make me laugh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Still big news, isn't it? The meltdown is still continuing. It's literally World War III. Slavery is coming back, Polly, because fucking Elon Musk has bought Twitter. It's the worst thing that's ever happened. Worse than COVID.
Black people are unsafe on the streets.
Unsafe, Polly. I don't think you realise what's going on, Polly.
The depth of the danger.
But this is, I like to do the whole fucking Babylon B is doing a parody of something which has happened. And this is still big news, don't get me wrong. But more than anything, Babylon B skit mocks Twitter employees as sensitive and then gets flagged by Twitter for sensitive content. As if proving.
That's amazing.
Right?
Have you watched the skit video?
I have not. Have you?
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. A girl goes to HR this redhead to sit down to complain that it's like I feel the things that I'm seeing on Twitter, etc. Right, that I'm having a bad reaction. He goes, well, let's do some Rorschach tests, like ink blots, right? He goes, what do you see here? And she's like, Nazi, and he goes to the next one, Nazi, 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 and then there's a swastika, and she goes, oh, that's the Buddhist sign for peace. And then that's what Nazi, Nazi. And then she ends up, she goes, oh my God, he's everywhere. And as she looks around the room, like Elon Musk's face has been photoshopped onto everything, including the HR guy. She thinks is Elon Musk, and she runs from the room screaming. It's like, that's satire as satire gets, mocking the shit out of, Twitter for overly sensitive people that work there and both use the platform. And they hit that up as sensitive content.
They did not get the joke.
No, evidently, yeah.
Or they did get the joke and were just being swamped in layer upon layer of irony right now. But somehow I don't think that's quite what's going on, huge news though. I mean, nothing's changed yet, but you might as well think that fucking Russia's invading the rest of the world by the way that people are reacting about it. Hey ho! Just goes to show how good we've got it when people complain about who owns a social media site. Right. Okay, let's do the real shit. River otters return to the Detroit River. Polydub.
Nice.
Welcome home, motherfucker.
Good news.
Welcome home, mother. This looks like one of those grainy photos of the Loch Ness Monster as well.
It does. It absolutely does.
This is a real otter on the cool morning of April 25th. All right, Jesus Christ, man, this ain't a fucking recipe. Get to the point. The North American river otter is a semi-aquatic mammal. These guys are getting paid by the word, you can probably tell. Meaning it lives partly in the water and partly on land. No one was going to get that from semi-aquatic,
thanks,
but
man.
yeah, okay, right, yeah. They can go 3 to 4 feet. You see, Polly, I wasn't shrinking you. You're as big as you're ever going to get. And can weigh to 11 to 31 pounds, which in the UK currency is fucking dirt cheap for a semi-aquatic mammal. River otters can stay underwater for as many as 8 minutes and have long whiskers. It's like reading a kid's book, isn't it? My dog has long whiskers and big feet, which they use to detect prey in dark or cloudy water. All right. River otters were quite common in southeast Michigan, including the Detroit River, up through the arrival of European explorers and fur traders, said Gerald P. Wykes. Oh, bloody hell. A historian based mainly in semi-aquatic mammals. During the fur trade era, they were much sought after for their fur, along with the beaver. I mean, we've all been seeking the beaver, haven't we, gents? Based on historical records, river otters were likely...
That's a sex pun.
It was there. Thank you, Sin. I was hoping as you said that a fucking donation would cut you off. But okay. So they were from the Detroit River in the early 1900s, and it's taken over 100 years for river otters to go. Is it safe to come back now? Is it safe? Are we good? And they are. And they are. Here they are. It is to be believed. It looks like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. They are real. Let's start up the fur trade again, eh?
There you go.
There you go.
Otter coats around the corner. Pete Hunt, thank you for the $11. First the river otters, then your women. Otters, ho! Yeah, see, that's. Don't think about shooting one because there's 11 more on your back. They move in packs, man.
They're gonna get you and your crocodile. Or is it an alligator? I don't know. First you get the otters, then you get the money, then you get the women. Still, that's good news. Welcome back to the Detroit River, to Polly and your ilk. Police arrested a sneaky bird for its part in a robbery. So it's a Dutch bird, because birds have nationalities, was spotted at the scene of the crime, and the police evidently had a lot of fun doling out a punishment. In the Netherlands, they found the sneaky witness when arresting a shoplifting subject. The police shared a picture of the bird on their Instagram page last week, saying, "We recently arrested a suspect for a shoplifting. During the arrest, we found a sneaky witness with feathers and a beak on the suspect's shoulder. Here's a photo. They've even blacked out his little bird eyes!" Look at the... There's no way he's going to finish that sandwich. I fucking love that. Witness protection. Do you know what I mean? It's the most important thing. I like that. A bit of bird-based news. I like that. But, I mean, birds aren't the only thing that can fly, Polly.
No?
You know what else can fly?
What's that?
Drones. Drone carrying a bag of handguns from United States to Canada intercepted by a tree.
Holy fuck.
What?
Yeah, go on.
Wow.
I think we're thinking the same thing here. How does a tree intercept it? Do they mean crashed into a tree?
I think that's exactly what they mean.
Police say they found 11 illegal guns while inside a white shopping bag. See, they've always got to mention the bag's race, haven't they? If it was a black bag, they'd just say bag, but no, because it's a white bag on the Canadian side of the border. So, it's, you know, check your homemade businesses, guys, and don't fly into trees. I've just received a gift over Steam. It is from Brycey Malone, who says, "Drunk a pony." Nice. Keep this between you and me, capiche? Oh shit, I fucked it, mate. He gifted me Mafia, the definitive edition. Thank you very much, Bryce. What a legend. I swear, over 3/4 of the games I own on Steam are down to this man. I very much appreciate it, sir. And I'm going to join it. It will join up the long list of games I'm yet to fucking play. Still. All right, let's move on. Man regrets buying cockatoo after discovering it likes to sing Drowning Pool's Bodies. Brilliant song, by the way. Not so much when the cockatoo does it, right? We all know. Probably you know the song, right? Cockadoo, yeah.
No.
You know, do you know the song?
No, I don't.
You don't know? Really?
No.
Okay, well, you should look it up. It is a good song. That guy right there, I hope he's singing it. He's just not heavily constipated. There's a lot of bird-based news. I think we're over it now, guys. That was the bird section of the news. All right, we're good. Let's move on. In the Netherlands, it's more Dutch-based news. Boy 4, weird name, called a new Max Verstappen after taking mother's car for a joyride. 4 years old, right? He took the car, he crashed into 2 parked cars and was found alone by a bystander walking around in his pajamas and bare feet. If that were anyone else, you'd be in the shit, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, you're done.
The parents are probably done though as well, though. You know, like why did where were the parents? That's always the question, isn't it? Where were the parents? And it's the Netherlands, so probably stoned out of their tree. That's the way it goes over there. I've been there. It's a lovely place. Good architecture. Man on extreme raw meat diet for 166 days on the verge of insanity. When it says extreme raw meat diet, yeah, no, this is all right. His typical daily intake, yeah, really, yeah, he was already fucking mental to begin with, wasn't he? His typical daily intake includes raw steak, 30-day aged, fish and chicken breast washed down with egg yolk, raw animal milk, and natural water. None of this is cooked. Right, so it's a raw steak. Yeah, okay. Then it says fish. You're like, you're not specifying. Is it raw fish? It is raw fish. Is it raw chicken breast? Well, let the photo fucking prove that for you, mate.
Oh, God. Don't do that, man. That's not good.
Don't do that.
We've all handled raw chicken here, haven't we? I mean,
yeah,
at some point,
gummy and gooey, and it's not. No,
dude, that is fucking disgusting.
But it's shaped like a heart, so it must be good for you. That is going to kill you, sir, if it isn't already. I saw a photo the other day of someone who's been eating undercooked pork for like 20 years, and it was an X-ray of him, and you could see all of the fucking parasites in his legs, in the muscles in his legs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it was mental. It was like a fucking infestation in a dirty kitchen. It was fucking horrible. And then, I mean, this all takes me back to a fucking 4chan post of someone saying, guys, I was cooking last night. I was cutting up raw chicken for my dinner, but I was naked. And a bit of the raw chicken came off the chopping board and hit my dick. And I noticed the next day that my dick was all red and inflamed. What do I do? And everyone's like, you fucked the chicken breast, didn't you, mate? So, just don't fuck around with raw chicken, guys. The steak, yeah, that's probably the one that's gonna hurt the least. Depends how long it's been aged. The raw egg, again, some people do it, but don't fuck around with raw chicken. I ain't got to tell you people in the chat not to do that because you're smart enough. You're here. You're already far more intelligent than the rest of the internet because you're watching the AAA meeting, the best goddamn meeting online. But don't eat raw chicken, for God's sake. He looks like he's having a great time, though. Apparently it's driving him insane, though, Sinatra, so make what you will of that. Lovely day outside. I noticed there's also these little fucking spikes on the wood above him as well to stop any birds landing on it. Which you think he'd be up for?
Anti-homeless people.
Oh, so they can't sleep up on the rafter. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, this goddamn stupid country. Which, of course, I mean Britain, because it's Monday and everywhere is Britain. MP, speaking of British news, MP caught watching porn in Parliament claims he was looking at tractors. I don't think you were, mate. I don't think, right, he's actually in the House of Commons, right, in Parliament. This is the bit that he gets paid the most for, right? He's at the debates. And someone looks around. Unfortunately, it was a female MP.
Oh, shit.
You done fucked up.
And yeah, he was watching porn. But no, yeah, try and par it off as though you were just looking at tractors. Even that's not any better. You should still be doing your fucking job, mate, not looking at fucking tractor. You should be listening, pay attention to the rest of the class, you know? Imagine if that were like in school as well, where the teacher goes like, come on, get up here, share with the class what you were watching. I don't think I should, really. His name's Neil Parish, the MP for Tiverton and Honiton in Devon, claims he found himself on the porn website accidentally in the first case. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. This harks back to me for when must have been about fucking 20 years ago, where the media were really dragging MPs over the fucking coals about whether they smoked cannabis when they were in university or college, as you guys would say. And they, in true MP fashion, they would never give a straight answer, right? You go, so did you smoke cannabis in college? Well, I think the main thing we should focus on here, no, did you smoke cannabis in college? Well, you see, a lot of students, no, did you smoke cannabis in college? And eventually they did manage to get a couple of people to say yes, but I didn't inhale, right?
Oh, man.
So this is what, you know, were you on the porn site? Yeah, but I was looking for tractors.
Yes, but I didn't jerk off.
Right, okay, that's fine, yeah, okay. Well, why is it then, Neil Parish, that once Parliament was, you know, concluded and everyone was dismissed, you stayed sat down for 10 minutes? Why was that? Did you not feel as though you could get up and walk around? No, just really turned on by tractors, I'm afraid. They said, but he went back on a second occasion while in Parliament, which he described as his biggest crime and moment of madness. Well, here's the thing, you're an MP, so I highly guarantee that wasn't your biggest crime. And, you know, maybe the Black Book of the Lolita Express would probably fucking agree with me there.
Yep.
Oh, we got an update. Man married to hologram can't talk to wife due to software glitch. This is the guy who married a hologram. Instead of loving words, he got a network error. Oh, it was sad and it got worse, didn't it? Oh my god. What's his name out of Archer, Sinatra?
Krieger.
That's it. That's it. And that was a fucking cartoon. That was fiction. But as they say, I guess, you know, the truth is stranger than fiction. He's got to sit there with his little plushy wife instead of talking to a hologram wife, which is. It just keeps getting worse, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back in just a second.
How can it get worse after this, Sinatra? He's already married a hologram. Now he can't talk to her because of a network error. What is the next step to making me cringe even more on this man's behalf? The shamepathy that I would feel.
Trying to get her pregnant.
Oh, God, you're right. Oh, but it turns out he's sterile. Oh, no! Due to all the radiation from sticking his dick in a hologram all this time. Very, very sad. Beyond Lamented Guide says beyond sad. It is, but somehow he's reaching brand new heights of shamepathy. Let's move on. Look, he can't even smile in the photo. He knows what's going on. Like, the reporters are there to take a photo of him, and, like, he knows people around the world are making fun of his, what was it, fictosexual self. Poor fucker, mate. Just get a prostitute and move on.
For real.
Juneteenth, right? Juneteenth Soul Food Festival cancelled in Arkansas after all-white panel of hosts revealed.
Fuck off. I don't even care. I'm glad it's canceled. I'm glad nobody gets to have fun.
Yeah, and good food as well, right? But, I mean, this is the sheer over-fucking reaction of it as well, that, you know, it's not about, I mean, fucking, we're not going to be racist by hyper-focusing on race. It's a moment that feels like it was pulled from an episode of Atlanta. Never watched it. So here's the panel right here. We got Rex Nelson, Heather Baker, and David Basil. And rather than, you know, bringing in, I don't know, having like maybe a fourth person on the panel, a black person, I don't know, even replacing them. I guess you can't actually do that then, because you would be firing someone based on the colour of their skin, and that's illegal, isn't it? So instead, you cancel the whole fucking thing. Yeah, great, well done. And who's to blame? Whitey, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it keeps getting sadder, guys. It keeps getting sadder. But Chaos's American family brings unexploded shell to Israel airport. They thought it was a...
Why would you think that's a good idea?
Cool little souvenir. It does look like a massive turd in a plastic bag. Of course, we have to once again say it's a white plastic bag. You've got to mention the race if the plastic bag is white. The tourists found the shell while travelling in the Golan Heights. It's the librarian, the AAA librarian for $1, saying, looking for tractors, adjective. Slang term used to describe a person of power masturbating during work time. The usage is the Judiciary Committee was looking for tractors when they thought nobody was looking. Excellent work, AAA librarian, as always. Thank you very much for the $1. They arrived at the airport. The American travellers declared the shell to airport security. Okay, they're being responsible, I guess. At luggage drop-off, and the airport staff announced an evacuation. I suppose they were looking around dumbfounded, like, what's going on? What's going on? Video circulating on social media shows people panicking, running behind pillars, and cowering on the ground. I don't think that's an overreaction, Sin.
No, could be a lot worse.
It could have been a lot better. I mean, nothing. It did. Well, it's in a fucking plastic bag as well. Like, can you imagine if you accidentally hit that against the walls, you turn a corner or something? Like,
You just clunk it against the corner.
Right? Jesus fucking Christ. Don't get me wrong. Really cool souvenir. But, you know, there are places you can go to get these, you know, to get them disarmed and everything. If you really feel the need to take that shit home. It is cool, but let's be careful out there, guys. Don't be fucking taking unexploded shells to airports and cook your fucking chicken. Sage advice. Chipotle giving nurses and doctors free burritos for a year. See, there's good news tonight as well, guys. So I'm looking at you, Doc, who's chucked a couple of dollars to each of us tonight. Free burritos for you. Nurse Khaleesi, the person who offered a hug to Polly for his very, very sad and depressing graphic art. You're getting free Chipotle as well. Dr. Sinatra. You're a doctor, Sin.
I am. That's true.
Free burritos for you.
I do love a burrito.
And I mean, I'm assuming you've had Chipotle before. Chipotle. It is apparently devilishly spicy, isn't it?
I love Chipotle.
Yeah, see, I do love the spicy food as well.
It's not super spice, but it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, I mean, there you go. You can get it free for a year. Any reason why, says Daryl O'Dell. No, didn't read it. Chipotle said they will randomly pick healthcare workers for the prize for the week of the 6th of May. So this isn't a case of you could just walk into Chipotle, show them your resident nurse card, and they go, all right, brilliant, have a burrito. No, this is an actual prize. You got to get in there. It is. They're providing 2,000 healthcare professionals with free burritos for a year. $1 million worth of food. Good guy, Chipotle. They say the morale of our healthcare heroes becomes more and more important each year. With the help of our fans, we're starting a movement for genuine recognition of our medical professionals that will fuel many of them with real food for a year. I don't know if Chipotle can be considered real food. I don't know. But hey, if you are a healthcare worker, guys, there is the link for you. Doc, I'm looking at you. Next Khaleesi, I'm looking at you as well. There's your link. Go sign up. What? Dark Resurrect? Excellent. There's your fucking, there's your reason to be in the medical field right there. San Miguel in the chat says, does it come with Chipotle way? That was an episode of South Park, I believe, wasn't it? That was to remove the blood from your underwear after eating Chipotle. Which I had to look up what Chipotle was. I did not understand that episode at all until, I mean, good God, Google. Thank you, the internet. Let's move on. Model with world's biggest cheeks. Gets even bigger implants to enhance the look. Are you ready for this?
No, I can already see that thing sticking out her face. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, she was beautiful beforehand. Look, yeah, like, a bit bitchy, you know. How about fucking smile, you know? and then it gets even worse. Oh my God. It's fucking, what is that?
Oh, what the hell?
What is that? How do you look at yourself in the mirror and go, yeah, champion. Smashing it today, mate.
It's some new form of xenomorph that gestates in your face.
Oh, cheek bursters.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you, woman? You were fine. Okay, the fucking pink hair, and that's how it all begins, isn't it? I mean, you go from that, all right, fair enough. She looks like someone who, you know, lives next to a fucking corner shop and shouts at people for making too much noise past 8 p.m. But then to that looks like a genuine, that's how aliens look. And she's just taken on a natural form now. Like, the glamour has worn off. And now she's like, well, it's all right. I think I can still convince them that I'm one of them by just saying I have plastic surgery.
That is nasty.
Birdie Toe says Oblivion character creator right there. Oh, fucking fantastic. Well done. Why am my ding working? There you go. Said every old man past the age of 60. Moving on. Researchers keep finding creepy dolls washing up on Texas beaches. Here's one of them. That is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like how his eyes follow you no matter where. It's got a cigarette burn right in the middle of the forehead as well. Someone has been quoted to say there's a lot of nightmares out there. A lot of them doll-based as well. We don't know why these dolls are washing up, though, Polly. That's the scary thing. Well, I mean, that and finding a fucking doll like this on the beach. Or maybe even just a little fucking plastic head poking out of the sand.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Do it. Look at the back steps. So soft. There we go. Nicely done. Blackout 8879. Thank you very much for the 1050. It's handsome Squidward.
It is handsome Squidward, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's another thing.
Oh God, Blackout. Jesus.
Excellent work. Excellent work. But look. We like to put a bit of spin on things, you know. Like, if you do get caught wanking in Parliament, then just say you were looking at tractors. If you find dolls washing up on a Texas beach, there's always something you can do with them. People horrified by this 23-step guide of turning a doll into a wine glass. Look at that. We've got free fucking glassware washing up in Texas here, guys. Go down, go collect some of that shit. Grab yourself a doll's head and a free Chipotle. And turn it into a wine glass, eat your free burrito, and have a nice glass of wine. We're not going to get into it, but of course, you know, it goes from a doll head into a wine glass, which is, just perfect for when you're visited by your elderly grandparents. You want brandy, Grandma? Oh, that'd be lovely. Every cloud has a silver lining, Polly. Speaking of something that can destroy a cloud, a Toyota truck with a massive Gatling gun that fires 6,000 rounds a minute has surfaced in Yemen. And
Aww.
Gattle.
I was hoping you were going to say like the county next to mine. Oh.
Well, we don't know that you don't live in Yemen. This could be Yemen, USA as well. We don't know.
Is there a Yemen in the U.S.?
There probably is. You got like loads of fucking
Yementown, Illinois, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Look at the state of this bad boy, though. That is some impressive ordnance right there.
Yeah. If you guys are going, man, what would Sinatra like to have?
Yeah.
Meh.
It's his birthday every day, guys. Yeah, I've started the shotgun fund. Sinatra is now starting the Gatling on the back of a Toyota fund.
Gattle fund.
A Gattle fund. And Polly's just trying to get to Yemen, I think.
Yeah, well, that's what the jihadis are. It's a target-rich environment.
Yeah,
that's true.
A lot of target practice. Yeah, fair enough. Any progress on Yemen, USA, Polly?
No. Lots of information on U.S.-Yemeni relations, but...
Maybe you're spelling it wrong. Maybe it's spelled like, yeah, man.
I think if anyone knows how to spell Yemen, it's Polydub.
U.S. ends military support to Yemen will continue helping Saudi Arabia. Now these sound like great ideas.
That's because they don't need military support. Look at the photo. Oh! Oh, God damn it. Been a while. It's Richard Allen for the $4.75. And not proving me wrong, just, it's just me owning it again, like the mother I am. Everyone heard that song a million times, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Well, not everyone, apparently, Richard Allen, because Polly hasn't heard it. But then, that's our man from Yemen, and I don't think they have music over there.
Oh, I gotta point this out in the chat. Gayest person on YouTube said, turns Yemens into Yemenade.
Hey. Third ding of the fucking stream, guys. You're doing well. You're doing very well. Let's move on. Atlanta pedal pub driver charged with DUI after crash. 15 people were injured. Do you guys know what a pedal pub is?
No.
Oh, you're about to see some fuckery. Right, so it's like a mobile bar where everyone, you sit at the bar, but everyone is pedaling away to power the bar. And then you got one person at the front. But this guy was fucking shit-faced as well. Ended up crashing it, and everybody got fucking hurt.
Why would you ever make a Flintstones bar? I don't...
I mean, it's a good idea in theory, but alcohol and vehicles, famously, don't go together that well, do they?
No.
Oh, well, unless you put one of those on the back of it, and then, like, fucking hell, it's someone else's problem, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Let the absolute
Let's
carnage.
one have a problem with it at that point. Fuck, go
right?
ahead.
Try and pull me over, officer. Look at all the fucking solo cups on the ground. It's like fucking CSI shit-faced edition, isn't it? Spokesperson said this was a single vehicle incident. Oh, thank fuck for that. A pedal pub with multiple passengers was trying to negotiate a turn, but was apparently going too fast and turned over. A number of people were injured, but nobody was critical. That's because alcohol, man, is the great healer. All 15 people who were hurt have non-life-threatening injuries, so there's that as well. This kind of shit doesn't appeal to me, a pedal pub. Like, if I'm going to have a beer, I'm going to sit down. Because you're pedaling, you're already out of breath. It's impossible to smoke while doing that at the same time. You know? I fucking 10 meters behind you by the time you've already done it. You know?
Yeah, could you imagine? You're on the scene, you're like, I have to piss.
Well, of course
now.
You're drinking. You know what I mean? Like, you can't... I don't get it.
But then also, you know, like when you really need a wee, you start doing that wee dance. They've harnessed the energy from the wee dance and put it into...
You just don't have to pee when you're on the pedal pub?
It's a stupid name as well. I mean, I am a sucker for an alliterative title, but pedal pub? Not for it. I mean, look, it's got a little roof, though. So there's that. Don't dilute your beer. I'm really hoping that there's like the solo cups have like little Velcro bits on the bottom as well, so you don't every time, because otherwise you turn a corner and your fucking drink gets spilled into the person in front of you.
Good point. Every bottle would have to be one of them naval bottles. It's all like, bottom heavy.
Yeah. There's many reasons why this shouldn't be a thing, Polly. I'm not going to lie.
You know what I can see you liking, Drunkle? The fly up bar sushi thing, like in Fifth Element.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's like
where the guy opens his window and there it is right there.
Yeah,
because it's actually that would be good. Yeah. Yeah, so like, in our time, because there are no, while we do live in cyberpunk, we don't have sexy female assassins or flying cars yet. So no flying cars. But I can see somebody, they got like a regular side opening van, and they just drive up to your window, and they're like, "Hello, Millard. What would you have today?" And it's like, "Oh, I'll have 5 pieces of unagi and a
30-day steak."
Yeah.
I don't know. You say we don't have sexy female assassins. I don't see that going well for us because this is what they're going to look like in the future. That's just a female assassin. There's nothing sexy about that.
Well, that's what I said. They have to be sexy female assassins. And in cyberpunk, so usually their arms are, what do you call it? Cybernetic.
Yeah. That's how you know.
And they're wearing schoolgirl skirts often. I don't know why, but I'm not opposed.
Makes sense.
That's a plus.
That's fair. That's totally fair. That's how you know you're in the future. Sexy female assassins and like vodka in pill form. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. We're into the science news now. Honeybees join humans as the only known animals that can tell the difference between odd and even numbers. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of people out there with too much time on their hands. Like, what are we going to do? We've got to use up this money, this grant money. What are we going to do? I don't know. Teach bees how to count? Fucking brilliant idea. Let's do it. So here's what they did. They had odd and even things on cards. If they were to, in certain groups, if they got the odd one, they would have a little sweet treat, a little bit of sugar water. And if they got it wrong, they would have a little bit of a fucking bitter quinine or something they were calling it. Bitter tasting, which bees don't like. And they did actually manage to get them to work out what odd and even are with bees. How can we utilize this, Polly? Good question. I don't think we fucking can, mate. We're still a species that has pedal bars, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't think we're ready for counting bees, are we?
No, think. What? Come on. How can we utilize counting bees? Look, come on.
How?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Because there was... we got pigeons. World War II, we got pigeons to be able to direct missiles.
Yeah, and I'm all for carrier pigeons, although, as I've come to find out, I think that they might be a fraud.
Well, all pigeons are frauds.
No, they would just switch messages with other pigeons mid-flight and fuck everyone over.
Not all pigeons are frauds, but all frauds are pigeons.
I love that idea, Polly. I love it. Like, what pigeons? Oh, Steve, deliver this for me, would you, mate? I'm fucking knackered. Oh, like,
you mentioned
lost a message, and then another pigeon comes like, "Hey, you need some messages," and he like opens up his wing, and there's a load of messages tied to his feathers.
Well, have you seen the adorable little things that they have on their legs? Because you write on a little piece of paper and you roll it up, and then you put it in the little scroll on their leg. It's adorable.
It is.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can make use of pigeons that know how to get from here to there, homing pigeons, whatnot. Okay, but there's got to be some kind of practical application of this even odd thing. I don't know.
Counting votes.
Okay, and sin. Quinine, he mentioned. We got to get a hold of some quinine if we're going to do the authentic 1958 Vesper Martini video that we've been talking about for a while that you keep avoiding.
Oh, you guys know what this stuff is? Quinine.
Yes.
Quinine.
Yes. Quinine.
Quinine. That is what I said, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't
know. It really doesn't matter. I know what you meant.
I've never seen that. I've only seen that word for the first time today, and I've heard it for the first time today as well. So I'm learning.
You've had tonic water, right? Tonic soda. That's what makes it bitter. Is that quinine? Use it at sea for what? Staved off scurvy or whatever the fuck. And so, why a gin and tonic? Because that's where it comes from. Naval guys. It's because it's so fucking bitter that they would mix their gin down with it to be able to even handle it, so they wouldn't be sick. Anyway, we need to get some sin if we're going to, because you need to use a Kikle Blanc is not as bitter as it used to be, and the way that they make it bitter is by adding quinine to it. So we need to get a hold of some quinine if we're going to bitter up the Kikle Blanc to have an official 1958 Vesper Martini.
I have Lillet Blanc in the fridge. I might need a new bottle because it's been like 2 months since I bought that one.
Yeah, they spoil fast, man. It's like vermouth.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
Where would I get quinine?
Health food shit. Like health food shops online, because technically it's illegal.
Keep this rolling a sec, gents. I'll be back in a moment.
All right. I forget why. It's been a while since I looked at why, but people that have bad circulation in their legs that are like all like health foody that take all the herbals and whatnot. You know what I mean? That's the crowd you go to. You know, I need some chamomile tea. Yeah, I need some, I don't know, St. John's wort for my depression. I need some, whatever the fuck, some rose petal water for my thin nails.
I have that. I have rose petal, rose water, and orange blossom water.
Nice. See, this is what we need a 50 proof vodka. We need a 50 proof gin. And of certain types, but those are easy to pull off. The Kikle Blanc, and we need to bitter it up.
We can't just put my attitude into it.
No. But if I'm present, it'll
osmosis. Just pick it up.
Yeah, well, it'll overdo it. Yeah.
You need a 50 proof vodka, a 50 proof gin, an otter called Polly, and a man called Sin.
50 proof gin's easiest to get a hold of. Just get Tank 10, Tanqueray number 10. You know.
Oh, yeah. And that's not too bad, too.
Yeah, it's a very fucking good gin. And so you got an awesome bottle of gin after the fact anyway. They sell it, and it's at 47.8, which is close enough. The point is that they've watered down everything since back in the day, since Ian Fleming's day. Everything he drank was... everything that everyone drank in the 50s and 40s was higher proof.
James Bond.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's what we're talking about. James Bond's famous Vesper Martini. The recipe that he gives, that people what they're making, is a modern Vesper. So it's just like, this much vodka, this much gin, and Kikle, and I'm there. And then plus a twist of lemon.
This is what you brought up on Wednesday's AAA last week, wasn't it? That they're using a subpar alcoholic substance, and you're saying I'd be interested in watching that video, if not just for the the pub knowledge of when someone goes, James Bond drank, and you go, actually,
well, yeah,
you do a game of Levine, actually,
yeah. And to me, though, it all rotates around the same thing. Ian Fleming being a true drinker's drinker, a man's man, right? His drink of choice was bourbon. And so, his doctor, and he was a high-functioning alcoholic, but an alcoholic nonetheless. And his doctor told him, if you keep drinking bourbon, you're going to die. So he switched to gin.
Ha! What a legend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it did kill him, but at least he went out with some British dry wit,
Fucking brilliant. Mike Savage in the chat says quinine was used for treating malaria. That's interesting.
Malaria. Thank you.
Okay,
I didn't think it was scurvy's limes, right?
Well, just vitamin C, really.
Okay. Yeah. Malaria. There it is.
You think they'd be surrounded by enough C, but no, you need it in vitamins as well. Zed threw
and the cool stuff about it is that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was going to say the cool thing about it is that it glows under black light. So if you ever have a bottle of tonic water or anything that's got quinine in it, like Kikle, it's going to put off this weird blue glow.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Apparently, vitamin C does as well.
You could really fuck up someone staying in a hotel with that, couldn't you? You could just grab a bottle of that, spray it all over the walls, and then wait for the next guest to come in and shine a black light to see if the place is clean. And they're like, oh my God!
This man's been drinking a lot of milk.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
Yes! The callback! Yes! You thought the callback was 30-day aged steak. It wasn't. It was milk. It was milk all along. Zed for $1 says,
phenomenal.
my dad gets extremely bad leg cramps that quinine helps with. If he doesn't get the cramps physically tear segments of his leg muscle apart. Ooh. No way.
What's it called? Quinine?
Quinine.
Yeah, it's Qunine.
Because I had a cramp in my leg the other day. I think I told you guys about it. I didn't do anything. I just sat forward in bed, and I just oh god, and it feels like your fucking leg is going to explode. And it feels like the pain is never ever going to subside, and like doctors are going to have to amputate it for sure this time. So maybe I should grab some of that shit as well.
Cramps are the fucking worst.
They are.
When they hit and people are like, oh, just walk it off. It's like, oh,
no,
kick it off and kick your face off.
I can't even open my eyes when I've got a leg cramp. Like, let fucking walk it off, mate. Hell
when
no.
your hamstring cramps up, you ever do that? Like stretch in bed in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden your hamstring, and you'll grab it. It's like a fucking baseball. Like,
This is what I'm talking about,
I believe you can actually tear muscle tissue. I totally believe your story. That's
I mean, no, you
terrible.
can, because that's what a pulled muscle is, isn't it? I have had these cramps, and it is in the hamstring every time, where I've had a pulled muscle for a couple of days afterwards. It's been that fucking bad, and I've not even done anything. Like, if my legs are gonna hurt, I like it to be my fucking fault. You know, so maybe I need some of this this quinine. I need some of this fucking night glow stuff in my life. Bit of bioluminescence.
Circulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bioluminescence. Yeah. See, that's what we really need to develop is some bioluminescent hibiscus to add to drinks. You know, bartenders haven't gotten fucking hipster enough. We need
adding fluoride to the drinking water. We need to add a bit of quinine to the drinking water. It's good for your fucking muscles, guys. Buckhurt's Vids in the chat says football grounds had pigeons that were used to send scores around all the grounds in England back in the day. Big if true. Wow. Impressive. Well, I mean, it's just a carrier pigeon once more, isn't it? With his little cool fucking scroll the scroll holder that Nicolas Cage used to steal the Declaration of Independence way back in the day, just in miniature pigeon form. You tell him B Dave threw $1, oh god, saying it's only a matter of time before they can take us to court, win, and get so lazy the apocalypse happens. It's B movie all over again. The bees will end you all. From Death's Conspiracy Corner. Thank you very much, you tell him B Dave. Let's move on to the, let's have some more science news. Now, this guy is a true hero. A 26-year-old man volunteered to drink a dysentery smoothie that would give him life-threatening diarrhea. I mean, no one's heard that before. To help scientists make a vaccine. He says it's the most brutally sick I've ever been. This video...
But why did he need to dress in all green?
No, that is not related to what's going on.
Is that the diarrhea suit? I don't know.
Is it the diarrhea suit?
It's unrelated. Okay, good. I feel a lot better now because I'm like, okay, so wait a minute. Are you sure this isn't just someone's sick game they were playing with you, 26-year-old man?
Shit makes you hallucinate. Dysentery not only makes you shit yourself inside out, but also gives you really long arms. Who fucking knew?
Yeah, it's first things first. We're going to give you this green suit. It's like, wait, hold on.
It's the diarrhea suit. I love that. Oh, Mum, I'm sick again. You know what? Put on the suit. Oh, Mum. Do I have to? Here he is anyway. I don't know if they meant to put the biohazard sign behind him or they went, hey, no, let's take the photo over here. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? So he drank the diarrhea-inducing smoothie, and he described his 11 days as an inpatient for the vaccine trial. Jake Eberts said he'd do it again, both for the money and the humanitarian cause. I just think someone has a fetish.
Wipe that smirk off your face. You were spraying shit out of your ass for days. What are you smiling about?
A life-threatening amount of diarrhea. I mean, the suit wasn't green at the end of it, you know.
Again, what do you wipe that smirk off your face, you smarmy bastard? You're paying to shit.
It was
being paid to. Or did you volunteer at that actually?
It was a $7,000 worth of volunteering around that.
Okay.
So I mean, it could kill him though, you know. Still, fucking excellent though. Of course, dysentery. There's no fucking vaccine for it.
$5 a month.
It still kills loads of people every year. I think he's earned this smirk. To be honest, Polly.
I shat and lived. That's the smirk.
I came. I saw. I shat my pants. I think.
Why would you have pants on? Just your.
Well, they are green pants. You're wearing the diarrhea suit.
Your turn, Theodore. Name all the things that start with the letter M.
Hey guys, we are missing the Met Gala.
What?
Oh no!
Travis Gardner, no! No, we were too busy on bees learning to count. Who's wearing what? What label? Who made it? Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Let's see the crazy weird shit that these psychopaths wear.
Well, it's all the fucking diarrhea suit, isn't it? That's the only Met Gala I'm interested in. That's the only red carpet I want to see.
When Kim fucking disgust me right to the ends of the earth, Kardashian showed up wearing like the all black suit. Remember, even covering her face? She looked like that, just not green but black. That was her diarrhea suit.
Oh no, this is actually what she wore. The whole what we saw was just superimposed on the diarrhea suit.
No.
So she only had to show up once, and then from then on, like they can just act like she's there every year. Thank you very much for reminding us, Tragic Gardener, that we're missing the Met Gala. Oh, no wonder no one's hit the like button. Everyone's busy watching the red carpet event that no one gives a shit about.
Yeah, but so many people. The very idea of the Met Gala just angers me. It does. It's the height of notoriety for its own sake. Like, we're just going to show up, wear weird, like, really expensive shit that I don't actually want to wear, that I don't think looks fashionable, although it's called fashion, and everyone is just, you don't want to be the one to raise your hand to say, that is ugly.
Yeah.
You don't want, the emperor has no clothes, the gala.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on there. And it's all very expensive, and it's so elitist, and it's just everything I hate all rolled into one event.
It's like, cause fucking fashion shows, like catwalks and shit like that, and you see them wearing the most ugly shit you've ever seen. Like shit that no one in their right mind would ever buy and wear on a night out, and this person's coming down and they're wearing shoes made out of the discarded skulls of Ethiopian children and a dress made out of white shopping bags, because you've got to mention the name.
You've got all these famous people sitting in the aisles as the models are walking by, and you can see the dour look on the model's face where they know what they're doing, like in the sense of like, oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. And the people sitting there are just, they're applauding. They're like, oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And so you don't think it's wonderful, you think it's fucking ghastly, and it.
You should. And if you don't, then you've got problems, my friend. And here's the thing: that
What the fuck did I just walk back into?
The models are getting paid as much as this guy did for giving himself dysentery. Right? I'm just saying. I mean, our priorities might be in the wrong area right here. Don't get me wrong. We're teaching bees how to recognise odd and even numbers, but that is still more useful than the Met Gala.
Sorry, yeah, someone was knocking on the door to the office building, and it was just some guy selling shit, and I was like, we don't want any.
What was he selling? I might want some.
You don't. It was just like DVDs or something. Like, I don't even know. He just had a bag. It looked like DVDs.
I'll take a DVD. Go flag him
down.
But
Doc for 5. Fun fact, we all know that H. pilots cause ulcers, and a researcher didn't get approval for human trials, said, fuck you, drank a slurry containing the bacteria, proceeded to cure himself. I believe he got a Nobel Prize for that. Really? I don't know what H pilots
is. But... it was stomach ulcers, wasn't it? I think I read about that the other week. Yeah, very interesting. He was, speak about confidently correct. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. You don't believe me? I'll fucking show you on myself.
Well, that's the thing. Is like people who try to sell Polly, you know this one. People who sell body armor, but won't like do a test of it. You're like, I don't know if I trust that.
Yeah.
The guy who gets up there and gets shot with an AK and is like, see, it just hurts. Like, all right, yep, I'll buy that one.
It's supposed to hurt, mate. Yeah, putting your money where your mouth is. Yeah, confidence in your product right there. That's what we need to see more of. Unless Met Gala. But the science is, we got some good science. We got a little bit of scary science as well. As we get further afield out into the eternal void that is space. But until then, Congo nun overcomes blackouts with homemade hydroelectric plant. This is fucking awesome. Wow. Right? The fact that she's a nun is, it doesn't, we're not going to focus on that, right? The fucking, wow, well done, Putin. Yeah, that's all we got on it anyway. It's effectively a fucking gigantic fucking water mill, but space age style. Do you know what I mean? And it's powering everything in her village. It doesn't go out because, water is always going to be running downhill. So, don't get me wrong, in the Congo, I'm pretty sure they do have dehydration issues. But not in this fucking village, because what a fucking legend!
Yeah.
How cool is that? A nun embracing science. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. Let's, speaking of electricity as well, now I thought this is the coolest thing I've read this week. The US military's Naval Research Laboratory transmits electricity wirelessly. using microwaves over long distances. How fucking cool is that?
That is very cool.
What I mean, part of me is going cancer, but still, like wireless electricity. That's some future shit. That is, isn't it? That's so fucking cool. Polly?
Yes.
Isn't it cool, Polly? Alright, let's have some space shit then. Have you ever wondered what happens when two black holes make love?
What?
I admit I worded that weirdly. The gravitational waves gave a new black hole a high-speed kick. So this is two black holes united into one. They merged, right? And as they did, it was like the fucking, I don't know what it was, the kind of slap of crotch on buttocks of two event horizons hitting each other. But then the one black hole that formed just went pew at 5 million kilometers an hour.
So it's like a black hole that's been slungshot? Slungshot?
Is it slungshot?
I think slungshot might be the
I love that
correct
picture, though.
verbiage.
that should be
is a lot of fucking kilometers.
Yeah, you want that as a blacklight picture for your college dorm.
That is just over 3 million miles an hour. That's some fucking space speed right there. Do you know what I mean? Actually, I think that is my background for my Steam profile. I'm not sure. That is. Thank you, Getty Images. This isn't obviously a photo. It would be cool, but shit that was happening was just happening too fast, and I guess your lens would spaghettify if you're trying to. It's like looking at the sun through a telescope. It's just not a fucking good idea, mate. Don't do it. But that is some fucking high-speed space shit right there, isn't it? That black hole speeding off at 3 million miles an hour, that is going to ruin someone's day somewhere.
It's going to wipe out some civilizations.
Yeah, but it's not our problem anymore, is it?
I guess not.
Well, that's it. They didn't say what direction it was going, so you don't know.
It very well might be our very big problem, but yeah.
But that would just be fucking instant. Everything would just disappear in an instant, though, wouldn't it? As a black hole comes fucking steaming through the solar system, and all of a sudden everything is gone. You wouldn't even have time to say, "What the fuck?" You'd just be gone.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done. And just when we've got nuns doing science as well. Ah, for fuck's sake. But I mean, we're out in the fucking deep universe now. Let's bring it back down to Earth, or at least into the solar system, as Canada intends to prosecute crimes committed on the moon.
Well, we all know
100% of space crimes.
100%.
Yeah.
And then okay, but that's in space, and they can commit crimes. But them bitches ain't getting away with crimes on the lunar surface, because we know they're gonna, because they are responsible for 100% of space crime. Lunar crime? Mm-hmm. At least Canada's gonna haul them before the court. At least.
Yeah, like they can't extradite from other countries, but the moon, oh, no fucking problem, mate.
When you come back down here, and we know you are, we're gonna.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna land in Russia. Have that, Trudeau. What now? And speaking of things going into orbit as well, does anyone know that snakes can fly?
No.
Well, they can.
Well, dragons, yeah, but they're not real.
Here's
right?
the proof, Polly.
Okay.
There's your little snake right there.
Uh-huh.
He's just chilling around, just doing snake things. And this guy's got something in his hand. So he's walking his dog. Oh, here's his dog. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. Oh, shit. And there goes the snake.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't so much flying as it was flung.
It's
Gotcha.
fucking flying. It's catapulted? It's gone. It's out of here. It's a home run from the dog.
He did pretty well with that camera. I gotta give him credit.
He did. Yeah, praise the cameraman right there. And on to a titular article. This AAA meeting was brought to you by the tagline Orangey Badness, because who needs milk? Tropicana created a cereal specifically for orange juice. I'm against this with every fiber of my being. I am against this.
No. What is it?
It's wrong.
Well,
it's wrong. It's against God, and it's going to hell.
It's called wrong cereal. We knew what we were doing was an abomination.
Tropicana will be giving away boxes. They can't even sell it. Giving away boxes of the limited run granola-based cereal for free.
Oh.
It's fucking... I mean, we have not even seen it. We've not even smelt it, tasted it. But what everyone, us three and everyone in the chat is all sat there going, nah. And you may now consider yourself used.
Yeah, that's a big no for me, dog.
Yeah. And that is how we know you are human, Sinatra. Because that just ain't fucking right, mate, is it?
No, I don't like it. I just want to know about it.
Just eat it dry by the handful. Like, you know, if you got some Fruit Loops or whatnot, you know, you don't got no milk. I understand that. You forgot to go to the grocery store. Just eat it dry, man. Don't put OJ on it.
Have a cereal bar. Have eggs and bacon instead. You know, have a glass of orange juice like a human fucking being. For God's sake. Eat an orange. If you're that fucking desperate. Jesus fucking Christ. Should we have a game?
Yeah.
Should we have a game? Let's have a game. Today we are going to be playing a little game I like to call... That is not it. Guess the movie from a sub-headline I made up and pasted onto the template of a newspaper.
Yes.
You all know how to play this game. You have to, well, guess the movie from a sub-headline I made up and pasted onto the template of a newspaper. We have 10 movies, and we got one tiebreaker just in case. My notepad is in the other room. I'm going to have to make do by counting on my non-existent fingers. No, it's all right. No, I'll write it
fingers.
I'll write it down. Well, I'm a floating head, mate. There's not a lot I can do about that. Right, let's play. Guess the movie I made up for... fuck it, let's just play the fucking game. A German's Register of Names.
Schindler's List.
Sinatra says. Very good. Very good. I thought I'd have you with German Register, but yeah, all right, fair enough. That is the... This is the girl that had the red coat. It was a black and white movie, except for the girl in the red coat. Harking back, of course, was all based on Polly's graphic art from the weekend, where everything was black and white except for the whiskey goodness in a glass. Lovingly titled Tuesday. Because Polly's all right, everyone. Stop asking. On to the next one. A Deity's Metropolis.
Oh, dude, you're roboting.
Am I? Oh.
City of God?
It is indeed City of God. Polydub.
Is it me roboting? Am I roboting?
You sounded fine.
No.
Did I robot Polly?
No.
Well, then
I think Discord's fucking up.
Maybe it is. Maybe that guy who was trying to sell you some DVDs is outside fucking with your wires. You fucking
could be.
Patronize my business, mate. I'll fucking show him. City of God, Polly. What a fucking movie.
Never seen it.
What a movie.
Me neither.
Oh, mate, it is hard.
Really?
Yeah, there's one scene where this kid gets shot in the foot, and he is like a very, very small kid. And the way he's crying is it's the best fucking acting I've ever fucking seen, right? And I read around it later on, and the director was just like, this kid was amazing, because you call cut, and he would just stop. And you go, all right, are you good to do a second take? The kid's like, yeah. And we'll just do it again with exactly the same energy. Mate, like, you'll know that scene when you see it. He's got fucking snot running down his face like my $16 donation, mate. It is incredible. And from someone so young. The film is brilliant. If you haven't seen it, by God, watch it. Right, on to number 3. 1.6 kilometers of lime.
3 Mile.
Polydub. My favourite bit about this is lime is an anagram for mile. See, we think about these there in
Drunken. I didn't think about that, actually. That's interesting.
Yeah, now you are, because I made you. Number 4.
Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. You were a hell of a fucking actor.
A huge bloke as well. Fuck, you know.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I know he got hired a lot for that, but like on top of that, he's a hell of a fucking actor, man. I mean, it just...
in Green Mile, he was like so childlike and everything, which is, direct juxtaposition to the sheer fucking size of him. Fantastic. Yeah, R.I.P. in peace. Right, on to number 4. Operator of a hired car.
Taxi driver.
Damn it.
Polydub again.
Wow, you're talking about a 1976 Scorsese classic. When De Niro was still an actor.
Oh, he's watching this, mind. Careful.
Right. Yeah.
You better get some fucking dislikes.
Great film.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a little bit of a difficult. I mean, some of them are going to be more difficult than others, I guess. But you guys have been doing very well so far. Let's see how you fare with number 5, the 3rd year of World War One.
1917.
And I know that you've not seen this film, Sinatra. So well done. I didn't actually hear anyone counting on their fingers just then as well. So well done to the both of you.
I'm obsessed with World War One history.
Mate, excellent movie. It's done in so few shots. Like this movie is practically 90% long shot. Must have been an absolute bitch to make. And at the final bit where fucking people are going over the top of the trenches as well, all done in one. Amazing. We're talking cinema with a capital S right here. Okay, on to number 6. An attractive brain.
Beautiful Mind.
Fucker.
Well done, Polydub.
Well, thank you.
Russell Crowe trying to act.
Does not have a beautiful mind.
He does not. He's got a pretty shit career as well. Well, he did Robin Hood, and it was described. His accent was described as a tour of Great Britain.
Really? That's so fucking cold.
Because he could never fucking settle on one, like the fucking savagery in that review. Number 7, a brilliant breakout. Oh, see, now we're thinking. A brilliant breakout. Jim Beam says, damn, Polly's killing it. Well, he was. But then is Eric Grindsatter in the chat with The Great Escape. Well done, chat. Well done, Eric.
Fuck, Steve McQueen classic. Fuck. Yeah,
it's the big one. Huh? Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you're guessing it from the sub-headline I made up and pasted onto the template of a newspaper. If it was, you know, guess the movie from the movie title, you'd be nailing it right now, mate. Well, who am I kidding? You're nailing it anyway, Polly. Number 8. One expensive infant.
Boss Baby?
Baby Billionaire?
No, and it's not Boss Baby either, Sinatra. We need to talk about that answer, by the way.
I don't think Baby Billionaire is even a movie. I mean, Richie Rich?
You're on the right.
I mean, he's kind of young.
You're on the right track with
$1 Million Baby.
Sinatra says.
That's a movie?
Yeah.
Yes, and what a movie it is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, if you're like me, you love boxing and you love watching women get beat up, then this is the movie for you.
Jesus Christ.
Bit of Clint Eastwood now and again as well. Number 9, a subdivision of a company of soldiers.
Platoon?
Well, shit. Sinatra says, which means we are now 4 apiece between Sinatra and Polydub. We're not even going to need a tiebreaker because this, as far as anyone is concerned, is the tiebreaker. Here we go. Number 10. A bunch of angry fruit.
Food fight.
It's not food fight.
Fighting food.
It's not fighting food. Is that a film?
No.
Jacqueline, get the copyright on fighting food. We're going to start shooting tomorrow. Who am I kidding? Jacqueline and I have been in for years now. A bunch of angry fruit.
Brokeback Mountain.
It is not Brokeback Mountain.
Gay fight.
Nope. It is Wandering Lisa in the chat. The Grapes of Wrath.
Oh.
You see, Bunch was in there as well. It's like lime being mild. We think about these things. We think about these things. We still need a tiebreaker then because it's 4 apiece and 2 to the chat. So guys, this is down between you, Sinatra, and Polydub as we have the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Fingers on buzzers. Fastest tongue first. Facebook the movie.
Social media.
Nope.
Social network?
Is that what it was called? I never saw it.
It was called The Social Network, and it was played by the most Mark Zuckerberg lookalike. I think it was an actual robot. So that is...
You know what I hold against this... Okay, Sinatra won. But you know what I hold against this movie? This is how he got the role as Lex Luthor. And that angers me. So therefore I hate this movie.
He was a terrible, terrible Lex Luthor.
He was absolutely awful.
Yes.
Like, I mean, just like that movie was already bad enough. It didn't need help.
No. And also, well, there was the whole thing of like, oh, only gay people should play gay characters, and like, he's not actually bold. So what the fuck? Only bold actors should play bold characters. And that is our game of Guess the Movie from a sub-headline I made up and pasted onto the template of a newspaper. The independent adjudicators are in from their soundproof booth outside of the recording studio, and it is Sinatra Says is this week's Smarty Pants with 5 points. Polydub with 4, and the chat with 2. Sinatra, I believe, the notebook is in the other room, but I think that brings you up to 16 for between episodes 100 and 200 of the AAA meeting. Polly, I think you're on 9. I don't know. You might be able to catch him up if there is truly a god. So, should we have a couple of questions before we get out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah! People in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, Polydub, or Sinatra Says, whack them in the chat and we'll answer a couple before we get out of here. Sinatra, what you got for us?
I got a video going up on the second channel in a moment when I navigate over there.
Excellent work. Polly, how was Noir Bar?
It was good. It was fun. It was there. It's still up.
Wow, the trifecta. Good, fun,
You
and
saw
there.
He was exposed to the... Fuck, what was it? The Blue Lick House?
Yeah. Dude, man, that place is just baffling.
Dude,
the best
Wizard
part
of
is it was
Cause-
only halfway through getting the tour that it's like that there's a scavenger hunt, find the giraffe and whatnot in it. Yeah.
So I know.
was
No,
like,
what are you talking about? What's the Blue Lick House?
Dude, you're gonna have to see it for yourself. You can't properly describe it.
Well, just what
It
is
is.
it? Just give me a...
So it's a house that exists. It's a
fucking mess.
It's a former church that exists on multiple levels, and it's actually 2 houses that have been. So I don't know if it's 2 churches or what that have been connected by like a separate walkway, and it is a full-on Google Maps style 3D render of it that you can go inside and explore and walk around the place. It's full of all of the crap that these people were trying to sell, and so DVDs, books, movies, records, CDs, like the posters. The list just goes on and on and on. Every room is just full of crap and crap and crap and more crap. And ultimately, there you find the bathroom, and it has 2 toilets side by side. Like it's just
that got weird.
Yeah,
it sounded like you were
the whole place is
describing a
fucking
hoarder's
weird.
house until the 2 toilets side by side. That's so you can hold hands.
Yeah, and so Farr was operating the tour and taking us on a tour of this place, and it just gets weirder and weirder the further you go into it, man. Like, and when she pulled out, and then you see, because you can see the whole place, it's a really good render, really good 3D modeling of the whole place, and my God, it's huge, and it just goes on forever, and it's up for sale, and it's on Blue Lick Road.
Yeah, we all going to put our money together? Or?
Rather not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of what was it, House of Leaves? I must finish that book actually. I've not even got to the page with the dot.
I haven't even picked it up.
I
gave
like me
up
to buy
on
a
it.
book and not read it. Oh, you gave up on it, right? The guy.
Yeah, I
recommended
gave
it.
up. I was like, you know what? I need more energy and post-it notes that I'm ready to invest into this right now.
Fair enough. Well, we got a couple of questions out
Because
there.
the one review I read on it said you can read it 3 different ways, and it won't be the same book any way you read it. I'm like, okay, I don't have time for this shit.
And it challenges reading it once, really, isn't it? It's quite slow. Half of it's slow paced, where it keeps going on about this fucking recording of this old man who died in the city, and then the only bit that I really care about is the weird ass house that they moved into, you know. But it's very slow going. I'll get there eventually. I mean, I'll read every book I've got eventually, and I will play every Steam game I've got eventually. This is my pledge to you guys. Steve Dave says, do you recognize the bodies in the water? I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Caramel Shitbag says, what's the meaning of life? Well, 42, isn't it? Brian Morissette says, views on 45/70. Judging by the dot, I'm assuming he means caliber, so that's on you, gentlemen.
Never shot it.
Never shot it. There you go. The Meta Guide says
45/70.
Yeah.
I've shot it through a lever action. It's big 300 to 400 grain rounds and more than that, but moving at like 14 to 1700 feet a second. It's a big old former black powder round. Yeah, that's a man stopper right there. That's your bear gun.
Me likey.
Yeah, it's think of it as like a small shotgun, like slug shotgun, that kind of thing. 4570s are awesome. Anyway.
Used only for killing slugs. Lamenta Guide says, post AAA Gamage, you know it, sir. Alan Thaler throws $2 super chat saying, good show, guys. Why, thank you, Alan. Of course, we're always after your approval, and no one else's. Vivate says, hey, Polly, you're a fan of noir. Have you read the recent The Shadow novel?
I did answer him. I've heard some people say, oh, it was really good interpretation. And other people say, oh my God, it completely ruined the character. So I kind of want to check it out for myself. I have not read it, but I am curious when there's that divided of an opinion.
I remember the movie.
The Alec Guinness one? Alec Baldwin one?
Alec Guinness. Yeah, with the knife that was alive.
Yeah, think about it. Alec Baldwin, and they let him have 2 guns. Jesus.
Oh, but they didn't know, Polly. They didn't know what we know now.
Yeah, I said it. It's been long enough.
Alamo says, Drunken, when is the next non-video game upload coming up? Non-video game upload.
So of regular video.
Oh, wait, no. Non-video game upload. Right, okay, sorry. It's because the fucking... There was a line break there. I am working on Friday. I've got the one that I was supposed to bring out on Friday last week, but of course, things don't always go according to plan. IRL is unfortunately still a thing. So, I've definitely got one which is coming out this week on Friday. I fully intend to work myself ragged this week. I'm going to have one video to release for you guys on Friday, and I'm hopefully going to have another 2 in the chamber. So... in the time to come, if I don't have time to make a video, then I've still got one to release to you. It's not going to be an easy week, guys. But, you're worth it because, hey, we're all AAA here, right? Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, this show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go arresting a pet bird just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm EST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island with news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkenplays for some epic gamage. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the wonderful, generous donations, the best goddamn chat online. And don't put orange juice on your cereal.
Yeah, it's just gross.
No, don't.
I mean, you're all whores.